I'm trying to install a Rheem EcoNet but get an error code alarm.
Do you know the model of your Rheem HVAC unit? How old is it?
Hang on please.
What have you tried so far with your Rheem unit?
Rheem 60 Jack.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
10 years old.
My name is I am happy to assist you today. Heating and air conditioning has been my specialty for 46 years, so not much I can't solve if given the opportunity. Please acknowledge each of my replies even if you are unable to perform a certain task I ask you to or if you are hoping for a different answer. Together I believe we can solve this and find the best solution for you. I am working on several projects, so allow a few minutes for me to reply between our correspondence. What is model on the EcoNet and what alarm?
Thanks.
What is model on the EcoNet and what alarm?
Model RET 700 SIS. Alarm A004. I was able to set up Wi-Fi etc. but kept getting this alarm code about not detecting air source. AC unit is Rheem 60 Jack.
Grabbing manuals.
Okay.
The error states the EcoNet does not recognize the air handler. Is your air handler EcoNet compatible?
My understanding from the company who installed it was that it is compatible. The technician referenced this thermostat as an update. Still there. The wait time is ridiculous.
Hello, did you change the wiring in the blower unit also?
I didn't change any wiring. Just pulled out old thermostat and connected EcoNet.
Thank you. Thermostat have terminals R, G, Y, W hooked up?
4 wires. Power, common, yellow and green. Old unit had RC in E1, E2.
And was power turned off to air handler when swapping wires?
Sir. Well, let me restate that. Power to furnace was unplugged.
Thank you, and may I please have the furnace model number? The Rheem is the outdoor unit and I need the indoor.
Virgo 12 Irmer.
Thank you, moment please. Is it possible the O in the Virgo is a different letter?
I apologize. RGPE.
Making a copy of wiring, just a moment. Do you have it wired as shown here? https://billyfots.tinytake.com/tt/and has NJC0MF8ZNTG ZODI3 Here is the entire manual with communicating thermostat info starting page 84 manual, https://www.theacoutlet.com/documents/installation guide Rheem RGL.pdf. Short story is it appears to me you have wired correctly.
I wired the new thermostat like the old one is wired. R to power. Blue T common. Yellow to E1. Green to E2. White wires is in wall, but not connected. I was able to make internet connections and temperature came on the display etc. Just kept getting air handler not detected alarm.
My wiring shows green is 1, yellow is 2, but it appears your color of wires are not the same as the installation guide. Can you verify your terminals in the furnace match/mimic the thermostat?
I will try. I did reverse the green and yellow wire connectors to see if that would work. Same message. I do have separate electrical plugs for furnace and air handler. Could the fact that I only unplugged furnace be a potential source for alarm?
Before going too far, I would verify the wiring according to page 84 in the manual I sent. As far as your separate plugs, it would not surprise me at all that could be an issue. These communicating systems are very sensitive to grounds and power sources.
Perhaps unplugging both units and reconnecting the EcoNet might be with a try.
That would be my first suggestion, is to remove power source from both and reinstall. I also understand your time is important, and I do not want to delay your project. I have to go offline for now, so I will opt out so the question can be picked up easily by another tech. I really wish you the best.
Thanks much.
The EcoNet is not compatible with the RGPE. The RGPE uses a ClimateTalk protocol. The EcoNet will not work with your furnace no matter how you wire it. There are two communicating thermostats that work with that furnace, neither of which have Wi-Fi capability.
Thanks for the update. I had a tech try, and that's obviously why it won't work. The wireless is convenient, but I mostly wanted to replace the original unit, which has poor lighting.
If you want the communicating thermostat or have one now, it's probably the RHC TST500 series. One is white with a blue screen, the other is silver with a blue screen. While these do offer some level of diagnostics, if you are looking for Wi-Fi capability, you may be better off with an Ecobee, Nest, or various Honeywell thermostats. I uploaded pictures of the 500 series stats. If you have one of these, I don't know if either is still available.
I'd love a Nest. Had one in former home and have one in our condo, but it won't work with this system either.
It will. That system can be wired legacy and has terminals for it. That's a 2-stage furnace and a 2-stage condenser. You would have to make sure the wires would be moved in the furnace and at the condenser.
Imagine this: thermostat furnace-condenser RC-R, red wire C, brown wire Y1, yellow wire Y2, white 2, yellow with blue stripe W1, W2, W2, so 6 wires to the thermostat and 4 wires to outdoor unit.
Currently they are connected to E1 and E2, but those will be disconnected. You could have a local tech do the wiring if you aren't comfortable with it. Obviously, if you do it, you will turn the power to the furnace off and the power to the odd unit off. Let me draw you a diagram that's easier to read.
Thanks.
Sorry, I forgot the G wire.
A diagram would be helpful. The current unit, as you probably know, has 4 wires, are E1 yellow, 1 E2 green. Oops, and C.
See if this makes sense. The outdoor unit has wire nuts, not a terminal block. You'll need 7 wires to stat. If you only have 6, there are options.
Nest says you don't need a C, I say you do.
You can do without W2, but the W1 on the stat would go W2 on the furnace. The furnace would stage on time. But before we go any further, see how many wires are behind the stat. There may be spares. We know you have enough wires going to outdoor unit. When you tried to install EcoNet, how many wires were in the wall?
4. The tech pulled new wire today. Not sure if he added more than RBG and why.
Well, at least we know if needed, and if you want a nest, we know he could pull a new 18 to 8 wire. If you really want a nest, that's what I would do.
I can check the wiring tomorrow. I also want to make sure that the furnace has all of the connections in your diagram. If so, I presume I can buy some 18 to 8 wire and make the connections. Do I have to change any wires at the compressor?
The nest is not my favorite, but some folks like them. If you are used to it and like it, I say go for it. I like the EcoNet, but in order to use that you'd have to replace your furnace with a new version of what you have and install a translator in the outdoor unit.
I want the least expensive alternative for now. The current unit is 10 years old. When it runs its course, I'm getting something other than a Rheem communicating unit.
You have to change the wires outside. They are wire nutted. Currently they connect to red and brown and yellow with a pink strip and orange with a white stripe.
Thanks. I'll probably have the tech come back and use the diagram. I wasn't expecting a follow-up and really appreciate your help.
The diagram I sent is accurate. If your tech has questions, his distributor service rep can walk him through it. Or if I am here, I can talk to him, her. Oh, simple yes/no answers are no good. My job is to make sure you are equipped to solve your issue. Thanks.
He couldn't find much help today with the EcoNet. But you obviously are familiar with this system. I just don't want to buy any more equipment I can't use. I hope I can get you if I need help. Smile.
I should be around.
File attached, 5TP2 SGT.
Yep, those are the furnace terminals.
W1, W2, Y1, Y2, G, R, C.
You won't use remaining terminals such as odd, E1 or E2.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.